Assalamualaikum. We from Group 2 and our members and we have 3 members. It is Farhana Shifa binti Muhammad, Nur Nasuha binti Anwar and Nur Hazika binti Hamidi. Our group will discuss about Nonaka SECI framework, case study, evidence and end extension. Okay, Nonaka SECI framework in 1994 described the process of creating knowledge and how it is transferred from the smallest part of the organization to the broader organization-wide context. The framework enables organization to anticipate and diagnose where gaps in the process exist and where effort needs to be applied in order to overcome the gaps. For socialization, externalization, combination and internalization. For socialization, it is sharing direct experience and building tacit knowledge in the communal setting. It is empathizing. For internalization, practicing the model, arriving at new tacit knowledge, it is practicing. For externalization, it is expressing tacit knowledge through dialogue and reflection. It is conceptualizing. For combination, organizing relevant concept into a prototype, model or narrative, it is modeling. For case study 1, Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra. For the background, in 2002, almost 50 years of performing, the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra, CPO, Canada's fifth largest, was seeking bankruptcy protection despite its location in a strong and economically vibrant community. There were big knowledge transfer gap between the key constituents. Knowledge creation and transfer and the SECI model, CPO interdisciplinary teams purposefully engage to work together collaboratively across issues in order to understand the gravity of the situation and unite the create and support solutions that would work in support of the whole organization. The result for the case study 1, the organization moved to the socialization quadrant where knowledge creation and sharing had become a driving force for sustainability. Okay, for case study 2, Calgary French and International School, about background. The Calgary French School CSF was a small non-profit preschool to grade C independent school operating in rental facility. It's required to transition the school into another location. Lack of knowledge, experience and expertise within the school. Knowledge creation and transfer the SECI model. CFS for external strategic partnership and collaboration. CFS for partnership with the Language Research Center. It is a LRC from the University of Calgary Language Department to promote the creation and dissemination of best practice in language education. For the result in case study 2, the comprehensive rebranding effort repositions the school provincially in the language education community. Last, case study 3, University of Calgary. Background, University of Calgary U of C embarked of a major international transformation effort for the significant cultural change within the university in order to ensure the prosperity in a rapidly changing environment. Some of the conditions that precipitated this effort were declining government funding and student faculty satisfaction, knowledge creation and transfer and the SECI model. Meaningful dialogue between members of the university community was central to creating new knowledge, and this required a closing of the gap. Result for the study 3. Case study 3. Faculty governing bodies and the board of governors unanimous agree the proactively recruit, admit and retain of subset of learner segment that best align with the institution key strength and meet the unique attributes. Particular to academic continuum. Nonaka SECI framework increasingly complex organization setting. There are both academic and practitioner engaged in problem solving. Understanding of both the knowledge transfer process and roles is required to bridge the knowledge transfer gap between academics and practitioners. Okay, we see the picture about the knowledge creation continuum and the SECI model. Okay. For the SECI model, each roles can use different process, have a different interpretation, operate within a different context, perceive different barriers and key success factors, ultimately performs different functions in the process transferring knowledge. Bridging between adjacent, more closely related roles is significantly easier and more expedient than attempting to bridge the larger gap between a pure practitioner and a pure academic. For the conclusion, this our framework. The theory underlying the SECI framework can be analytically generalized in increasingly complex organization setting and reveals not only the knowledge creation and transfer process but also the potential knowledge transfer gap. Okay, that's all from our group.